So hey everyone, today we are going to talk about why your emails look good but they are not converting, because there is a big psychology behind the emails that actually sell. And if you're new here and you do not know who I am, my name is Tushar Verma and I'm the founder of Mailbro.com, where we help e-commerce brands generate more email marketing revenue from their current funnel. And you can find me on all the social platforms, as you can see right here. So what's the problem with pretty emails? A beautiful email and a high converting email are definitely not the same. The emails that drive the most revenue aren't the best looking ones, and they're built around the three psychological principles that most brands forget, and we are exactly going to talk about those three principles. Principle number one is trust is the bottleneck. When someone joins your list, they already know what you sell. The reason they haven't bought yet isn't awareness, it's trust. They don't fully believe your product, and they do not believe if the product will actually help them out with their problem. And the fastest way to close that gap is social proof, and most brands severely underweight that social proof aspect. When someone joins your list, they might be coming from an ad, or they might be coming from a reel or a post that they have watched on Instagram. So they are quite cold in that aspect. Now here is two approach that you can use with that social proof angle. Either you can pull the reviews intentionally. If you're targeting a specific demographic, you can show a reviewer who looks like the reader that you're trying to target, and you can have the same lifestyle, the same problem in the entire email itself. That specificity is what makes a review land itself instead of scrolling past. Because if the email doesn't resonate with the buyer or the customer, they will definitely scroll past your email and your email will definitely get ignored, which you do not want. The indirect approach here would be that you're using images of your target persona in the email itself. Make sure to do not sleep on the back in stock emails, because they already imply demand. And now I will give you an example of a back in stock email as well. As you can see, this is a back in stock email and it had very high open rates, very high click rates, as well as good placed order rates. And as you can see, the average order value is more than $100, which is good. Here I have some good examples of back in stock emails as well as social proof emails as well. If you look at here, our most loved styles, so they are finally back in stock. And here as well, this brand is talking about all the reviews that it gets, why people love their product itself. Now let's talk about the principle number two, which is conversion doesn't happen from email one. Think about how this works in paid ads, right? You run educational creatives that explain the product, the pain, the outcome, but all the attributed revenue goes to one static discount ad. But if you turn off the educational ad, and that discount ad also stop working. So email is kind of identical as well. Your best performing campaigns will most always be the product push or a discount email or some sort of sideway sale. But if that's all you send, the revenue will definitely plateau, and it's the educational emails that does the warming up for the customer. And the reverse for that is also true. If all you do is just provide education to the customer via emails and you're not pushing your products directly, then you're leaving a lot of money on the table as well. And for this, there is no universal ratio. New subscribers need more nurturing, and returning customers and VIP needs lesser. So make sure that you're tracking your split month on one, and you need to test what moves revenue without burning the entire list. Here I have a graph which will make it easier for you to understand the entire concept. And now let's also walk through some good examples of this specific conversion email as well as more education email. Now if you take a closer look, this brand is talking about why their socks is better for nature, and they're talking about the materials that you're using is better than the other materials that other brands use. So this is an education, and they're not trying to sell, but they're trying to educate the customer. But here this brand is doing a memorial sale, and the entire email is only talking about the products because it's pretty self-explanatory that they want you to buy the product, and they're giving out a good incentive to do so. So that's kind of the split that you need, so that you are providing education as well as some sort of direct push. Principle number three, make the next step impossible to miss. Now what do I mean by that? 75% of the first attention on any email happens in the first second. If your CTA isn't visible before the scroll, most of your readers will never see it and they will bounce. Since 57% of the people who are actually opening your emails will never scroll past the hero section itself. So that's why it is very important for you to optimize the hero section. And now let's talk about how you are going to optimize your hero section. Your hero section needs these three things and nothing more. You need to have a headline, 6 words or fewer. You need to tell them exactly what this email is about. Then you need to have a hero image which supports the headlines, as well as it ideally shows the customer persona itself. Most important, you need a CTA button above the fold, and beyond that you can have some white space, and it should be enough for the reader's eye to know exactly where to go. Because 80 to 90% of the people will open the emails on their phone, so when they see a button they press it, and it's like an autopilot instinct almost, and that's how the mobile navigation works. So you do not need to make them hunt for the entire CTA. Take an example of yourself as well. As soon as you open your mobile phone, your hand automatically goes to Instagram or let's say WhatsApp. That's muscle memory, and that's how a lot of people actually act inside of the Gmails as well. As soon as they open an email and they see a CTA, they click onto it and then they go to the website. Let me give you a good example of that as well. This is a hero section from a brand called Lemme. As you can see, they have the top banner where they are talking about free gifts on all orders above $60, which is a strong offer, and then they have their logo basically, and then they have the most important part, which is the hero section. As you can see right here, this is the above the fold section. As soon as someone opens the email, this is what they would see. Now they have a simple headline which is talking about the offer itself, and even if you miss the one-time purchase offer or let's say the subscription offer, you would see the CTA very blatantly. So this is how you need to actually basically make your own emails where the headline is very clear, the offer is very clear, and the CTA is right in front of the people's faces. Now let me give you some more good examples of the exact thing that we talked about, some exact good hero sections. So let's take a look at this brand called Sniff. As you can see, very minimal headline and the CTA is very clear. So this is a great example. And then if you look at the example of Rise, you are in luck, and they are talking about the free mystery gift. So it's very easy to understand that this email is about like some sort of mystery gift, right? And the CTA is right beneath it, which is very blatant, reveal your gift. So even if someone doesn't read the entire paragraph, they can just understand, okay, this email is about some sort of mystery gift. I'll click onto this and then I'll go to the website, and then the conversion happens there. Lastly, we have this example of italic. Now I understand that there is a lot of copy at the very upfront of the entire email, but the entire angle is starting from a review itself. So this is why it's a good example as well. And now let me show you some bad examples as well. As you can see, this example of Aesop, this is probably what a person on mobile phone would see. As you can see, there is no headline, no CTA, no subcopy, and even the subcopy, the CTA, the headline is very below the entire hero section, which is ideally what you do not want, because when someone opens this email, most people would bounce off just seeing this. You need to make sure that it's the CTA and the entire context is right above. So now let's take a look at this example as well. As you can see, they have good images, but the entire email is very cluttered and there is no CTA, and this is quite overwhelming for someone who's opening their emails as well. If you open an email and this is all you see, you are not reading anything and you're just bouncing off, because it's like a big task that you see in front of your eyes. Lastly, this is one more thing that you need to keep in mind. You need to keep the entire email skimmable and specific. These are some 2 quick rules that will apply on every email that you are sending, which is skimmability and specificity. People will scan, no one is reading your actual email. So you need to have a one idea per one visual block. So let's say if you have 3 visual blocks, hero section, bridge copy, as well as the product section, every single thing needs to have a one idea behind it. And make sure that you're leaving room to breathe inside of your emails as well. As you see, I showed you this example, there is no space to breathe at all, and it is so cluttered and so crammed together, which is something that you do not want. Only talk about one problem, one solution, ideally one product inside of your email campaigns. If you have a large catalog of products, a curated selection is fine, it works, but only if every product connects to the same pain or the outcome you called out in the headline itself. And the moment your email tries to do too many things at once, it does none of them well. So make sure you only have one problem, one solution, and ideally one product inside of your email marketing campaigns and flows. Now let's recap what we have just learned. Trust is the bottleneck. Social proof closes the gap which you need to use inside of your emails. You need to be intentional about which reviews you use and who sees them itself. Conversion takes a sequence. Educational and conversion emails work together. The ratio depends on a list. So test it out and you will find what works the best for your email list. You need to make the next step very obvious. Hero section, 6-word headlines, hero image, CTA above the fold in every single email, so that it's obvious what the customer needs to do. Lastly, you will find the entire doc inside of the description as well, because I don't want you to watch this video again and again, so you can just have the doc to yourself. Lastly, if you're an e-commerce brand owner yourself and you are at least doing 50k a month with your e-com brand and you want my team's help to actually help you out with your email marketing funnel, then you can book a call on with me and we'll make sure to help you out and generate a lot more revenue from your email marketing funnel. And that was it for this video. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.